Let's see patient index in action, saving the young man from example one of my patient index presentation, where we saw that three retina specialists misdiagnosed a patient with a retinal detachment when the patient had retinoschisis. Let's open a case. The patient is 20/20 perfect vision, and he goes to an optometrist just to get reading glasses. The optometrist asks the question, may I check your retina? After the optometrist sees the retina, he refers the patient for a retina specialist because of something that he saw in the retina. Then let's open a case. Retina check. Notice that now we have an open case for a retina check and no main doctor because there's no visit yet. Let's enter the visit from the optometrist, which is not a specialist, it's just a referral. Doctor visit. Optometrist. And the patient specifies no symptoms. He's not given any diagnosis and no medicine, no laboratory test, and he's not scheduled for any procedure. The only thing the optometrist does during this visit is schedule him for a referral. And the patient here on 20/20 perfect vision. But doctor told me there is something in my retina I need to check. Okay, so the optometrist refers him to another hospital with the retina specialist, retina eval. The visit to the optometrist is the only visit, so that when you go to open case, the main doctor assigned to this case is the optometrist. That will change when the patient enters the visit for the retina specialist. Remember that the optometrist did not provide any diagnosis or any hint. He only told the patient, I want you to check your retina because there's something there. And let's see patient index, giving valuable information to the patient even before going to the retina specialist. If you see the score is 635, fair. Let's take a look at the score factors. Retina check, negative factors. You have not read your paper medical record for the visit with the optometrist. Nothing about us without us. I remember that in my case, the doctor told me there's something in your retina I want you to check. The retina is very important and scared me about retina, and the retina, but did not give me what he wrote in the note for the referral. I'm going to show you the note. This is what he wrote. Retinoschisis. Now you see the importance of reading your paper medical record. The next warning is you don't have a second opinion. That's before even going to the specialist. And see this, you have a referral for retina check. Do not let anybody check your retina if they don't mention retinoschisis. Watch out, retinoschisis can be easily confused with retinal detachment even by 3 or more experts. See how EpatientIndex got information from the case of the young man who was misdiagnosed with retinal detachment by 3 experts, and this is programmed in EpatientIndex to warn future patients. And see this information. Confusion of the retinoschisis with retinal detachment does occur and results in unnecessary surgical intervention. That is going to stop if that patient is using EpatientIndex. This 26-year-old male needing 4 specialists to avoid a surgery. In this app, you see that before going to the specialist, he is already in with valid information that will prevent him from agreeing to a surgery he doesn't need. Now let's convert the pending visit, the referral. You see, it's a referral. To convert it into a normal visit, you just click it, and once you save it, it is a normal visit. In this case, the specialist, again, the patient says, my vision is 20/20, no changes at all, but he gets the diagnosis of a misdiagnosis of retinal detachment. And no prescription and no laboratory test, but he is scheduled for retinal detachment surgery. See the power of EpatientIndex. You get the CPT code of your procedure name, and you have the consumer name. No more free text. We're going to use the CPT code, the valid CPT code that doctors use. I'm giving you the success rate of that procedure. But not only that, there's a chance this procedure was done by other patients. We don't need to worry if the doctor is not providing risk. EpatientIndex is going to provide it to you. It's going to bring you hints from other patients. See this example, PVR. PVR is a very important risk in retinal detachment. If the doctor doesn't mention it to you, EpatientIndex will. We will get the common risk, the common alternatives, and the common postoperative instruction, the best postoperative instructions as recommended by other doctors and other patients. So you see the power of EpatientIndex. Now you have a pending visit, which is the procedure. So let's see the score now. The same others that you saw before, plus the new one that you need to read your medical records from the retina specialist and see the warnings. Unspecified retinal detachment with retinal break can be confused with retinoschisis. I'm warning you that this confusion occurs and results in unnecessary surgical intervention. Unspecified retinal detachment can be confused with vitreous hemorrhage. I'm giving you the differential diagnosis for your diagnosis. Careful, you are scheduled for retinal procedure. Retinoschisis is often misdiagnosed as retinal detachment even by 3 or more experts. You are scheduled for retinal procedure if you don't have flashes or shadow or corrosion. Make sure it's not degenerative retinoschisis. And this one, you're scheduled for a procedure. Apply the logic of the informed consent to make sure you really agree. Read more in advices. I will explain in another video. I invented the logic model of the informed consent, and I will talk about it in another video. Let's continue to see other features of EpatientIndex. When you go to the diagnosis tab where you see your list of diseases, you will get the differential diagnosis for your diseases, all the diseases your disease can be confused with for you to be aware. And it will tell you if it's medium, high, or low, the required labs, and the symptoms. You will also have the symptoms ratio. If you see here, this black symbol N means not present. If you have one of those symptoms, it will appear as blue and a P. Let's do an example. If I go to the case for the retina specialist and I specify that I have floater, Now you will see that the symptom ratio, it shows P, that you have it present. Let's do other things in a patient index. This retina specialist should not be the second opinion. This should be the second opinion. So what you do is set as main doctor, because this is the main doctor, the retina specialist. But this is not a second opinion. This will confuse the system, like telling you that you have a second opinion when you don't. Because remember that the optometrist is just a referral. You mark here, do not use this opinion. All right. Now let's do a second opinion for this case. Alternate opinion, visit date, Baptist Hospital, select doctor, another retina specialist, referred for second opinion on detachment. And again, the patient says no symptom, and the doctor gets it right. He has retinoschisis. And now, when you see the score, you will see that the patient has a new warning here. Opinion mismatch between one retina specialist and the other. One saw a retinal detachment and the other saw a retinoschisis. The next thing you do in a patient index is, this doctor is better than the other, saved me from a surgery I didn't need, and you go to this doctor, he diagnosed it and mark it as wrong. This statistic that you provided will tell all the patients how many times a disease has been marked as wrong. Patient index will provide data to doctors and patients too. Thank you.